guys, hey, thank you for tuning in with the Real Mina Millions. This is the Real with Mina, and we are back. So guys, we back today with a story time. So I know, like, I'm always talking about my little love stories and horror, let's say horror love stories. But today I want to talk about friendships. Basically, I'm in a phase of my life. I'm about to be 30, and I made a promise to myself, like, everything from my 20s is just going down the drain. If we're not cool, we didn't reconcile, we didn't do none of that, it's done and over for me. Baby, I'll be 30 in November, and I have a daughter that is getting older. She's at the point of she's understanding friends and family and the whole nine. So I want to come on here and I want to talk about friendships. And I want to talk about when I befriended a weirdo. Um, I know we use the word weirdo loosely nowadays because it's like, how else do you explain people that just have weird behavior besides them being a weirdo, right? So basically, it's a girl that I was cool with for many years. I've known her since I moved to the place that I live for X amount of years. And I always was sketchy with her, skeptical with her, because everybody will always say the same thing, like, oh, don't trust her, oh, she's drama filled, oh, she's this, she's that, whatever, whatever. And I would just be like, okay, whatever. So when I was younger and in school, I got into a fight because of one of my friends had issues with somebody, and then I guess they reached out and wanted to fight her and was like, oh, we'll fight you too, whatever, whatever. So I got into a fight. The fight, I won't say I beat the girl up and I won't say she beat me up. I'm gonna say we both got our good parts and whatever the case may be. Her brother did jump in when I got the best of her. So it was just like, be for real. That situation happened, and like, as the years go on and you become an adult and you start having kids and stuff, a lot of things you don't really worry about, pay attention to, none of that stuff like that. But I ran into a boy that we all knew, and basically, like, we in our adult years, y'all, and literally this is like 15 years later, and he's like, oh, I ain't seen you in so long, like, oh, I just want you to know that when that situation happened, that wasn't me. That was all, that's that, I don't even know what name to give her. Okay, y'all, I got the name. He was like, oh, that was Coconut. Like, Coconut was the one who did that. And y'all, I'm thinking, I only say Coconut because that's what I'm drinking. Um, but he was like, yeah, Coconut was the one who stirred up stuff and was saying you said this and you said that, whatever. But I was like, listen, I'm an adult. I'm grown. I don't care about stuff like that. It's cool. So when I told my mom, I had went to my mom and I was like, I ran into Big Boy, and Big Boy basically was telling me, like, oh, you remember when that fight and stuff happened back in middle school? Coconut was the reason it happened. Like, be careful with her, watch her, whatever, whatever. Mind you, Big Boy is not the first person to tell me, like, watch myself with Coconut. So if y'all haven't seen the story time where I was like, he spiked my drink, and I said I was hanging with a girl named Paris, I think, or Asia, or whatever I had named the girl, I don't know. But she was another person, like, when I would have events and she would think like Coconut was coming to the event, she was like, oh, I'm not coming. I'd be like, why? She was like, too messy, too much, stir up too much, take people business back, always running people business, blase, blase, blase. So I'm like, dang, okay, got it. But I ain't never really, what I'm saying? Because everybody have their encounters with people. So I'm just the type of person that I've learned in this life. Like, it may be a person that may speak about me negatively, but that may have been their encounter with me. So that's all they have to say about me is what bad they know from whatever encounter we've had. And me, I'm just the type of person, like, if somebody asks me something about you, I'm gonna pretend I don't know you. Because if you're not important to me, I don't know you. I don't care about you. I don't think about you. You don't cross my mind. I don't know you. So, basically, we in adult years and stuff like that. I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, Coconut was pregnant too, and we both would basically like, um, do little things together here and there, being pregnant at the same time. So it was really nothing like, so we just kind of like was still keeping contact here and there, whatever. And then I noticed like me being a mom and Coconut being a mom, I'm like, okay, we can bond. Like, we, what I'm saying, we got something in common. We both got struggles that we go through. We both got this. We got kids, whatever the case may be. So I decided to like basically give it a chance and like, okay, I'm gonna open myself up to this friendship a little bit more, whatever. So Coconut would basically like tell people like we cousins or whatever the case may be, and that was fine with me. I don't have no issue with that. Like, whatever. So I have a homeboy who was like, he was talking to her and he was like, oh, um your sister be faking or something like that. And I'm like, my sister? I'm confused because my sisters are younger than me. My sisters got boyfriends and stuff like, huh? So he was like, no, Coconut, like she be faking on a nigga. She be faking on a nigga. So I was like, dang, why you said, man, I'm trying to get to her house. I'm trying to get her to cook me a meal. This, and she faking on a nigga. I'm like, dang, okay. So I don't know what transpired between them two. But whatever happened or whatever phone conversation or whatever they had, whatever happened, the next day, like I get on Facebook and I notice like I'm unfriended, and I check my messages and I got a message from Coconut, and the message basically was just like, I don't want to be the topic of you and old boy conversation, so I don't want to be I don't want to be some whatever the message said. I will have to reactivate my Facebook to like screenshot and post it or whatever. But basically, she didn't come at me wrong or anything like that. It was kind of like, I guess she made it seem like I said something about her, or like me and him was talking about her basically. So when I saw the message and I couldn't reply because she had already unfriended me and blocked me, I was like, dang. So I was like, no, let me take the initiative and reach out to her via phone, because I don't like no misconceptions or anything about me being put out there like I did something or I said something that I know I didn't say. So I think I texted her, and she ended up, we text back and forth for a minute. Then she ended up calling, or one of us ended up calling one another, how it happened, whatever. And we talked about it. I'm like, he's a liar. I'm like, that never happened. I'm like, listen, he said, my sister said this, and I'm like, my sister? I'm like, no, she's not my sister. And he's like, oh, well, she said y'all cousins and whatever, but she called you. And I was like, we're not really cousins, but we call each other cousins, so it's cool. I didn't know that was going to stir up a whole big mess at our big grown age. So I'm sitting there just like, wow, like, I got mad with him, so I just like cut him off or whatever, because I'm sitting here like, why would you even try to stir up something or put me in the middle of any foolishness? I don't be in nothing. I try to keep my distance from that, because I've had that share of my life as a teenager and as a young woman. I've had that share. So that part of me is like far gone. Like, anybody that tell you, oh, Mina is just this messy person, they're talking about from 16 probably to 22. But after that, they cannot speak on me or my character, because I disassociated myself with a lot of people. I cut ties with a lot of people. I became a mom, and I focused on my career and me being a mother and being only with my family and only with the people that surround me, love me, and care for me. So I'm basically just in awe, like, what I'm saying? But me and her, we talked about it, we laughed about it, whatever the case may be. So ever since then, me and Coconut got really close. She would come to my house, I would go to her house. She started working, I'm working, so we just being moms, we doing things together with the kids, all this stuff like that. So the reason I want to talk about this story is because, like, this is somebody that I grew to love, like, with everything in me. Like, it's nothing that a person could have come to me and say, like, oh, Coconut just this bad person, Coconut just this horrible person. I'd be like, no, like, you speaking on an old person, you don't know this new person, you don't know who she is, because I was so set to, like, that this person has changed and this person is doing so good and I'm so proud of this person. Y'all, I was so, like, hurt to even have to cut this friendship off, because it was just like, what the, like, are you serious? And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably like, I probably should have had a conversation or whatever, but it probably would have been pointless. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I got a best friend. My best friend basically was planning something for my birthday. So when she was planning something for my birthday, I didn't know. I didn't have no clue about none of this. Me and Coconut also was talking about planning things for my birthday. If you don't know from some of my stories, I have nothing but horror stories about my birthday. I've probably had 3 good birthdays before my best friend did what she did for my birthday last year. So I was just like, I told her, I was like, listen, this birthday, I'm focusing on me. I'm not focusing on a man. I'm not none of that, because men have done nothing but made my birthdays horrible. So I just want to be able to be at peace. I want to just enjoy a nice dinner, a movie, do something that I love to do, like skydiving or something. Just, I love to do things that get my adrenaline flowing and rushing and all that good stuff. So she was like, yeah, well, we got to do this and that for your birthday. And when her birthday came, we were supposed to do something, and I was supposed to take her somewhere, but I ended up having car troubles, and I had so much going on at this time. And it was like, good thing we didn't go, because if we did went and we went in my car, 9 times out of 10, my car probably would have picked up on us going 3 to 4 hours away from where we lived. And it was just kind of like God's timing that we didn't go anywhere, but whatever. And I was planning to make up for that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something really major for her. Like, I'm going to show her, like, yes, you got friends that love you, people that care about you. I'm sorry that things didn't work out like it was it was supposed to for your birthday. Because of financial reasons, my car, like, just so much things I had going on. But I was planning to just do my my birthday came or whatever, and she knew everything that I wanted to do for my birthday, and my best friend knew a little bit here and there. She didn't really know too much, because we've had issues too. And I'm the type of person, I'm a Scorpio. I like to do things myself, because if I do it myself, it's done correctly. I know me, I know what I like, I know what I'm expecting. When other people do things for me and it's not done a certain way, I don't want to be ungrateful. I don't want to show them and they be like, well, dang, she just acting blase or whatever. No, I don't want to do that to nobody. So I try my best to do things myself. But my mom was just like, listen, your friends are planning something for you. Behave. Go. Do what they're asking you to do, and don't be so hard up. So I was like, okay, cool. So me and Coconut got on the phone with them. I'm like, everybody just giving me these weird signals. I'm like, the dude I was dealing with at the time, he was asking me like, what am I doing for my birthday? He need me to do this and do that and this and that. And then Coconut was telling me something, and then my best friend was saying something else. I'm like, what, y'all got something up y'all sleeve? Like, what y'all doing? So basically she was just like, oh, it's me, I'm planning a surprise for you. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but just make sure you dressed a certain way, whatever, and all this and that. So then she said like, oh, I told so and so not to outdress you or don't do this and that. I was like, well, she told me to wear casual clothing, so what am I don't know. I'm confused. So she's like, no, that's not what I told her. I told her to tell you to dress up. It's your birthday. Remember, it's your birthday. This, and that. The rest of us can dress casual. Blase. So I got to talk. I was like, you know what? Okay, I talked to my mom about it. I'm like, Coconut said this, and that. I was like, I'm about to cut my best friend off. I'm not dealing with that. I don't know why would somebody want to sabotage my birthday? So I'm already in my head, because I'm feeling like, dang, somebody trying to sabotage my birthday. They already know, like, I've had nothing but these horrendous birthdays with people, or, whatever the case may be. So, yeah. So she's just like, my mom was like, well, I don't know how true that is, because we got a text from your best friend that said this and that, and she showed us that she didn't pay for this and that, and she wanted us to attend. So I'm like, what? So I'm confused. So my mom, she's like, I'm gonna show you, but I'm not gonna tell you what she's doing for you, but I'm gonna show you. She's like, I don't know. She's like, is them your friends? So I wasn't gonna say nothing to my best friend. I was just gonna not deal with neither one. Like at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing with nobody. I want to be in my own zone. I want to be doing my own thing. It's just too much for me. So reach out to I talked to something just told me, like something kept nagging me. It's like, don't be that, you're a grown woman, have these conversations. So I hit my best friend up and I'm like, I need to speak to you. I need to talk to you about something. She's like, okay, I'm listening. So I was like, Coconut said this, and that, but you told me this and that. So what? She was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing. She was like, I'm not even gonna say anything. She was like, I'm gonna just wait till after your birthday, and when I tell you everything, you just gonna be in shock. So I'm like, huh? I was like, but she said that she planned this and that and this and that and all this stuff, and that whatever. So my best friend was like, no. I reached out to her. I asked her if she would love to, join and come to what I'm doing for you. And she said, oh, she was planning something for you already. She said, so I was like, okay, well, what are you planning so I can make sure the times don't interfere with each other, whatever. Oh, I'm not done with my plans yet. I'm still working on it, blah, blase, whatever. So I'm like, huh? She was like, and I only included her because that's your friend, and I didn't want to like exclude anybody that's important to you. They're important to me, just to make sure that you're happy on your day, because I know how important your birthday is. And I was like, best friend, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was at this point where I was just ready to cut everybody off, because I felt like I was being pulled in so many different directions and I didn't know what to believe. And I was like, I can't with nobody like that. I cannot do that. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I literally just like cut it. I cut everything. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm not messing with that. I'm good. So she was like, she's like, that's crazy. She said, but I ain't gonna say everything, but once your birthday done, I'm gonna just give you the whole rundown. I'm gonna tell you everything. And literally, like, when she told me like how the conversation went and the things that was said and how things were said, I was just like, wow. But I feel like Coconut kind of picked up on something was going on, because she stopped reaching out. And then when my birthday came, like, she was watching and stuff like that, but she wouldn't like nothing on social media or nothing no more. So I don't know, like, it's just God just had put this wave over me and was like, get all these people off your social media. Go ahead and cleanse yourself. Go ahead and cleanse your mind. Go ahead and let this situation just be what it is and keep on pushing. And so, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all, that right there took a lot out of me, and it made me like say, I definitely don't want to befriend people anymore. Like, I'm terrified. Like, how can you trust making friends, but it seemed like people just be out to get you, or they just want to see you just in a horrible situation. And then I had to sit and I'm thinking back, and I'm like, you know what? Like, ever since you've been dealing with this person, you've been taking nothing but losses. Like, ever since you started letting this person around you a little bit more, nothing was going right for you. Everything was falling apart, like everything. But everything for this person was falling in line because you were genuinely being a genuine person, praying for good for this person. But this person was praying against you and praying on you. So I'm just like, I thought about it. And so I'm like, y'all, I was angry at first. And I was just... But I had to really sit back and take accountability. Like, you know what? All is your fault, because if you had to listen to those people that was telling you what they were telling you, but you wanted to get the benefit of the doubt, and you wanted to just give a person a chance to prove that they're a changed person, or they're who they are. And that is one thing I've definitely learned. When a person show you who they are, believe them, because they are who they are. Okay, so yeah, I thought about that, and I was like, let me go ahead and tell this story and get this off of my chest, because it aligns with my last couple of friendships, like with people I done stopped dealing with. And then for some odd reason, it's like when I fall out with people, or I'm not gonna say fall out. Like when I choose, like I'm putting up boundaries and I'm choosing myself, it's like these people, they go and they block me as if I did something to them when they're the one who did something to me. I don't care about y'all. Like, be for real. I hate when people do. Y'all ever had somebody do this to y'all? Like, comment and let me know. It's like, you did something to me. I ain't did nothing to you. I chose to stop dealing with you because you a liar. You full of shit. You a bullshitter. You in the same loops and cycles. And I chose to stop dealing with you, but you want to block me like I did something to you? Be for real. So, anyways, y'all, that is my quick little story time about friendships. Like, when you get those signs and that intuition is telling you, like, you need to watch for people, watch for those people. Regardless if it's a friend, a man, family, whoever, watch for those people and choose you every single time. Set those boundaries. When you set those boundaries, people they don't know how to take you and they don't know which way you're going to be coming from. So just remember to always set your boundaries and always choose you no matter what. And at the end of the day, you're going to be just fine. Lose a friend, 50 more. I mean, don't go get 50 more friends, but just be wiser and be cautious, because not every smiling friendly face is a friendly face. And sometimes the people closest to you are the people that you love the most, be the people that hurt you the most. So yeah, so that is my quick little story time. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. When we hit 500 subs, the winner will get 150. The top engager will get $150 from me. And who else know what generous things I may do. So I just want to say thank you guys so much.